Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Dia. Today I'm going to be unboxing my 2025 planner. I have been waiting months for this planner to arrive. I'm trying something new this year. If you are familiar with my channel, for the past 2 years, I have been using Sterling ink. And while I love this planner, I wanted to try something new. My biggest struggle with this planner is seeing the grid lines. And also, I was kind of getting tired of writing the date in, but this was 2023, and this is it for 2024. And I love the gold edging. I love everything about it, but thought I would try something new. So that's what led me to the Journey Planner by Nisha Fernando, and I'm really excited to open this up. Not only did I pre-order it and have to wait for it to be made, but I received it in the mail the day I had left on vacation. It came just after I left, so I've been waiting weeks to open this up. Since this is my first time owning one of these, I thought I would go ahead and open it up with you guys on camera. And I think this is a newer planner, so I don't really see it around too often and wanted to share it with you guys. It came in this box. I think it was a regular mailer wrapped around it, and the box took a bit of a beating, but I'm sure the planner inside is okay. It has this rose gold foiling on top, which is really cute, and then it also has the website right here. I like that it has this. Really pretty. Okay. I'm just gonna slide this out. Okay, so not only was it in the box to protect it, but it's also in this, I almost said foam. What is this stuff? I can't even think of what this stuff is called. Anyway, it's in, oh, bubble wrap. It's in this bubble wrap to protect it as well. Ah, I ripped it wrong. Embrace your journey, chase your dreams. This is so cute. I love little cards like this so that I can stick them in my ring planner. A lot of times let's see if I have any right now. I don't think I have any in here right now, but I'll use them as little bookmarks, punch holes in them and keep them in there so they stick out the top. Or I'll just put them in here to add decoration. So that's really cute. It's kind of stiff though. I don't know if my hole puncher will work. It's just a little thank you card with all of her information on it. This thing is taped up. I don't have scissors with me. Let's see if I can do this. And it's in another box. Actually, it's more like a sleeve. This is really cute. This is such pretty covering. I think Sterling ink comes in one of these same kind of sleeve covers. Here it is. It feels exactly like my other planner. It is a little bit thicker than this one. I think, actually, I thought it was going to be thicker, but they seem about the same thickness. I am going to miss the gold gilded pages because I think they look so pretty once they get beat up and scratched up and foofy, but I also miss the clean look. I like this leather. I forgot what this leather is called. It's vintage brown. I usually end up putting a cover on it anyway. This is my favorite cover from Sojourner. It's a Getty cover, and the leather is really soft and pliable and just wraps around my planner. And I'm gonna go ahead and crack this open and see what differences we have here. It's just as floppy. I love the floppiness. It has 3 annual calendars. I like that it's tabbed on the side here so you can skip to whatever month you want. This is the goals page. It's just grid paper left blank. Here's annual goals, action steps, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. I don't always use these pages. I try to take the time to do them, but I'm not sure if I'll fill these ones out. If I do, I'll share how I use them with you guys. But let's see, this is another one. This is another quarterly one with January through June, and then July through December, the 4 quarters. This I plan on using differently this year. Show you guys when I do it. I'm not sure what this is. This is just another calendar. Oh, okay, so it's like a habit tracker. You would put in the habit for this month and then the day that you did it. This is interesting right here in the middle, this long gap. Okay. I feel like these grid boxes are smaller, but I'm not sure. I hope they're not. Anyway, they have this habit tracker for all of the months. Okay, and then we get into this. This is partly why I wanted this planner. It has a daily food journal and I keep track of what I eat every day. And I normally do it in my daily pages. Let me show you. So like right here, I'll write in what I had to eat. I'm figuring this will free up some space for journaling, pictures, or whatever, and I can keep that information over here in this section. I'm just wondering if it's going to be big enough, but I'm gonna give it a try. Just looking at the spine on this, I just wanna make sure it's not gonna break apart. This planner did cost a bit more than the Sterling Ink did. She's a smaller business, isn't producing as much, so I'm sure that's partially why it costs more. Also, this is a thicker book. It does have more pages because it has all of these pages in it, plus a day for every day of the year. It has December in here, so I get to play with it early. Pages feel really buttery soft. So let's see how far that goes. That is up until right here. This page is kind of folded. Okay, next is the monthly calendar. Pretty similar to my Sterling Ink one. Oh, I don't like that there's this like ripple in some of these pages. It'll be fine. So this is the Sterling Ink one, and this is my new journey planner. The grid lines on this one are definitely darker than on this one. Like I said, this is 2024. I'm not sure if she made them darker for 2025, but that's going to be really helpful because my eyes are getting old and I'll be able to see the lines better. It looks like it's pretty much the same design as what I'm used to in my Sterling Ink. Starts in December. This is a bummer. Okay, the ripple stops right about here. I know my planner is going to get worn and used anyway, but I prefer to do any damage on my own and not have it come damaged. Okay, I'm looking at September, and the grid lines are definitely a lot lighter than they are in February. That could be a problem. Yeah, you can't tell when you have it like this because the ghosting from the page before it comes through, but I can definitely tell that, yeah, you can barely see the grid on this one. I really, really want to like this planner, you guys, because it has everything that I want in a planner. It's just the biggest issue for me was the grid, and I don't want to have that issue again. Okay, the monthly goes all the way to 2026 January, and then we start the weekly pages. I'm still seeing this like ripple up here too. Ooh, wow, sun came out. Hold on. Okay, sun came out. Hopefully I set it where you guys can see it now. Okay, so this is the weekly pages. This is how Sterling Ink used to do her weekly pages. She had the line and then the number. She had the line and then the number. And then this year she did it where the number is on the line. That bothered a lot of people. It really doesn't bother me at all. I actually think I might prefer it now that I'm looking back at this layout again. But it starts at 5, ends at 12. I do get up at 5 in the morning, so that's gonna be tight right there. Sterling Ink has like an extra line at the top. I'll make it work. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this bottom space. I go to bed by 10 o'clock at the absolute latest, which leaves all of this space down here. And I used to write in what I had for dinner that day. But then I kind of felt like I was repeating what I was already writing on my daily pages. Okay. This ripple is like through my entire book. This planner was not cheap. I can purchase a Sterling Ink still, and quite honestly, I might go ahead and purchase a Sterling Ink. This is the main reason why I got this planner. The daily pages. I like that they are already pre-dated. It's not a big deal, but I just get tired of writing in the dates sometimes. Sometimes I just wish it was already there. And in this planner, it's already here. I really don't need this hourly on the side. I like that it has the marks, so you can mark halfway down, halfway across here, and that's how you know where the middle is. The grids do seem really I don't want to say dark. They're not dark, but they're very visible. It's a little bit inconsistent though, I feel. I think that kind of happened with the first Sterling inks that I had. See, even on the Sterling ink, some of the pages look like you can see the grid really well, but then when you pull it away, you can see how light the grid actually is. Okay, so there's all the months. Grid seems good. Ripple seems to have gone away at the top. And then it just goes all the way through to the end of the year. She does have, oh wait, let me see what day it ends on. Oh, there's bonus paper at the back. Okay, it ends December 31st, and then it has these extra pages at the back too, which is really nice. And then there is an index. I don't know if you can see that. This page is kind of rippled and beat up a bit. That's a little bit disappointing. She has this Bible reading plan insert in here. I believe this used to be a part of the planner, but now she just made it as an insert. And then it has her name on the back again. This is really cute. It's like rose gold 2025 and then has her thing. I'm honestly torn right now, you guys. I really like this planner. I like the extra things in this planner. See, look at how dark the grid is in these pages. Like I said, this cost a bit more than the Sterling ink, so it's not like I'm wanting to have to purchase another book. I just want to make sure this one lasts me through the year, and I'm just a little bummed about some of the imperfections. Let's see if you can see them. So there's like that ripple, the back page. Yeah, I don't even know if you guys can see that. I'm a little sad. I've been really, really anxious for this to come because, you know, it's not like I have a ton of money to spend on planners, and I usually stick with a planner. This past year, I basically used my Sterling ink, and then I supplemented it with this planner from Sojourner that I can keep a lot of my business and workout stuff in. I don't really bounce around too much in planners. So this is going to be a part of my decision too. I really love this cover, but I think, see, these pages are messed up, but it's because I messed them up. Let's see if this cover fits. It's very similar to my Sterling ink. The spine has held up pretty well on this one too. I don't really stuff my planners or anything, but that's my concern with this one too. I want to make sure that the spine is going to hold up, which it seems like it is. I really like it, guys. It's not that I don't like it. Oh, let me fix the light again. It's not that I don't like it. I just, for the price and everything, was probably hoping for a little bit better quality. Oof, it's a little tight. Do you see that? I love this cover. It's my favorite cover. I told Rowena I might have to order a new one for this year's planner, but I think this might actually work. It's a little tight. It's a little tight. See what it's doing to the spine right there? I don't like that. So I can take it out like that and then just use this like this. I was doing that for a while with my Sterling ink anyway, so I might just do that again. I don't know what to do. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. This is my Journey Planner by Nisha. This is the first year I'm gonna give this a try. I think I'm gonna give it a try. I don't know if I'm being too picky. Am I being too picky? Should I stick with this one for the year and just give it a try? My only thing is I hate switching bound planners in the middle of the year, because if I decide to go back to Sterling ink, I'm going to want to backfill everything, and I just don't have the time for that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Have any of you used this planner? What is your experience with it? Has it lasted? Did your spine hold up? I do love the clean white pages. I do miss that a little. Sorry for being so down. I was really, really excited about this and thought that I was just going to be head over heels in love with this planner. And I like it. It just hasn't made me fall in love with it yet because the Sterling ink is such a good planner and I've really loved being in it. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and got to get a better look at the Journey Planner, and yeah, so I am so thrown right now because I wasn't expecting to not fall in love with this, but okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you have any thoughts, I would love to hear them. And it's the day before Thanksgiving right now, so I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.